This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Friday, March 28th. Starting off the day with some morning rain, the wet weather should move out this afternoon. Expect a high of 69. Cloudy but mild this evening with a low of 62. Saturday will be sunnier and warmer with a high of 82. Clouds will make another appearance Saturday night, bringing with it some Sunday morning showers. The high both days will be 83. Here are today's headlines. Yolanda Saldivar, who shot and fatally wounded Tejano singer Selena Quintanilla-Perez almost 30 years ago, has been denied parole. A statement from the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles said the reason for the denial was the nature of the offense. Saldivar has been serving a life sentence after being convicted of first-degree murder for the killing of Quintanilla-Perez on March 31, 1995. 2025 marked the first time Saldivar, who is being held at Gatesville Prison, was up for parole. The parole board conducted confidential interviews as part of its process, and the majority of a parole panel of 3 was responsible for the decision of whether to grant or deny parole. Her next parole review date is set for March 2030. In other news, Frisco police say they are investigating after a bullet struck a school Thursday morning, though they do not believe the campus was targeted. An officer responded to a suspicious circumstance at Hosp Elementary just before 9:30 a.m. It said the officer found a shattered classroom window and subsequently what was believed to be bullet fragments. The Frisco Independent School District then told parents just after 10 a.m. that the school was under secure status, which means school business continued as usual, but no one was allowed to enter or exit the facility. Over an hour later, Frisco ISD told families that students would be released to guardians immediately because of the heavy police presence in the area due to the active investigation. A school district official said classes will resume Friday. Frisco police said no injuries were reported, though students were still released out of an abundance of caution. Next up, insurance giant Geico cannot get enough of North Texas. After announcing a 500-job expansion of its existing Richardson office in December, Maryland-based Geico is back for more, announcing Thursday plans to add 1,000 jobs in a new 165,000-square-foot building in Richardson. The new location, slated to open later this year, will be about a mile from the existing location. When Geico announced its previous expansion, which primarily supported its commercial insurance offerings, a company official said North Texas fits the bill for an area with a diverse, bilingual, and highly educated talent pool. And the Allen City Council on Tuesday approved $5.5 million in downtown improvement funds to buy and clean up a 7-acre parcel along U.S. Highway 75 just north of Main Street. Dan Bowman, executive director of the Allen Economic Development Corporation, said no specific projects have been proposed, but commercial is the only kind of use the city would consider. Bowman called the purchase a strategic move. As part of the deal, MCTT, the current property owner, would demolish more than a dozen abandoned structures on the property. Demolition could start next month, which is when the city expects to complete the purchase. The city is using funds set aside for downtown improvements to cover about half of the $7.8 million needed to purchase the land, which is the westernmost part of downtown Allen and the portion closest to US 75. The Allen EDC will be responsible for the remainder. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back on Monday with more from the Dallas Morning News.